Hi, welcome to week two. So we made it past the first week. Talked a lot about IT in general and IT's role in disruption and positioning businesses to compete. So this week we're going to spend a little more time digging into that competitive aspect. So IT as strategy. Okay. So we're going to be reading a book, probably a Kindle version. You can get this. It's a pretty cheap book called uh, Strategic Learning. And it's really about understanding. It's a great book because it talks about understanding the customer first and really making your strategy map to what the market and the customers are doing around you, as opposed to developing technology strategies based on technology. And there's a fundamental sort of a need to understand that to really be effective. And it's particularly important for us because what they're really describing is the ability to gather and make sense of information from your customers and from the markets, and to be able to build a strategy for what you want to do. What we're going to basically be doing is build a strategy for what we want to do with our technology deployment and how we want to engage with the customer set and with our market for improving our information. So read this with an eye to the fact that a lot of what they're talking about getting making sense of and understanding is going to be things that in an information services environment, that's information. So again, we're looking at how do we go about giving our business the ability to do the kinds of strategic learning that we're going to talk about this week. So not only are we going to get the information and shape what we want to do from an IT perspective around it, but we're also going to be thinking about how do we make sure we can actually get that information and deploy it and democratize it within the company in a way that'll be most effective. So that's what we're doing this week. Good times, and we're going to have a discussion around an article again this week, a quiz, of course, and then the case study this week is going to be around how do we then, last week was about IT and disruption. Now it's about, okay, take that forward. How do we deliver a competitive advantage for the business? So that's it. We'll go ahead and get started.